There is a photograph. History records that the Shroud of Turin was first photographed in 1898 by a man named Secondo Pia. What history does not record, what the institutional record was never designed to preserve, is what a professional photographer saw when he returned to that same cloth 30 years later. Giuseppe Enri is a fictional character, but the question he carries is not. When Enri developed his plates, he saw something that had no explanation, something the cloth should not have been able to produce. He spent the rest of his life trying to prove what he had seen. He died without being believed. My name is Peter Hamm, and I have spent the last several years writing a series of novels about a woman named Anna Keller. Anna is an investigative journalist, a forensic journalist to be precise. She spent 20 years finding the gap between what institutions claimed and what the evidence would support. She is not a believer, she is not a skeptic, she is a witness. And the series that bears her name begins with the most consequential assignment of her career. The first novel is called Chain of Custody. Anna is sent to Turin to debunk a Vatican-sponsored forensic re-examination of the Shroud. That is her assignment. Confirm the fraud, file the story, come home. What she finds instead is a century-old chain of evidence, systematically suppressed across 3 institutions on 3 continents for 30 years. Mismatched radiocarbon samples, blood geometry that predates any known forgery technique, pollen signatures from 1st century Jerusalem embedded in the original burial matrix, and a photographer's glass plate negatives sealed in a cedar chest, passed from hand to hand across 4 generations, waiting for someone who could read them. Anna does not go to Turin as a believer. She does not come home as one either. But the record she assembles changes what the word believer means. Chain of Custody is the first volume of what I call the Keller Corpus. 5 novels, 1 woman, 1 question that refuses to stay answered. In Ghost Record, Anna is erased. Not metaphorically, literally removed from the digital world. She goes underground into an analog network preserving physical evidence that institutions cannot overwrite. In cold overwrite, the threat escalates. The forgeries are no longer hiding in the archive. They are replacing it, molecularly perfect fabrications. In Isotope Shadow, the 4th volume currently in development, the institutions fracture from within, and Anna discovers that the chain of custody she has been protecting is longer and older and stranger than she knew. And in Null Protocol, the 5th and final volume, she faces the question the entire series has been moving toward. She has spent 5 books finding the gap between what is claimed and what can be proved. What does she do when the evidence exceeds the claim? I wrote these books because I believe that the most important question in the world is not what happened, it is what survives. Enri sealed his plates in a cedar chest. He told the young man who would keep them, "Tell the truth, even if you are the last." The Keller Corpus is the story of everyone who kept the chest and the journalist who finally knew how to open it. Chain of Custody, coming soon, the Keller Corpus. 5 volumes, 1 unbroken chain.